Hi everyone, so today I have this really unique set that Die Press has brought to HSN. It is their tackle box stamp and die set. So if you've seen this in the previews and things, it looks really fun. Again, very unique in my opinion. I'm going to open this guy up. So these items were sent free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links, so thank you for using this if you would like to. Again, you might see a little shopping bag in the corner there that you can also click on. So let's check this out. Yeah, I was curious about it because it looks like it has a 3D-ish nature about it, or you can just use it, you know, on top of your card possibly without the, or however, there's just a few different ways to play with this. So let's look at the examples. Oh, and lots of inspo on the sheets here. So let's, let me turn this over so you can see that while I'm looking. Let's see here, what is, that's page 3 and 4. 5 and 6, all right. So here we go. So they're showing that you can do a pop-up by itself. Obviously you can do all kinds of things. I'm sure there's other things that you can come up with. You have the top of the tackle box and the bottom, super cute. So it has the 2 layers like a tackle box might, or you know, however. Example 2, pop-up adhered inside the card base. So on the top you can open it up, or on the inside, or just like as a flat embellishment, right? On the top of your card, which is very cute. I mean, so then they're walking you through the steps of all that, you know, adding your lures and all those kinds of fun things that you might want to create there, and how to make it, you know, dimensional with the different layers, you know, 1 or 2 layers, well, 1 layer. I don't know that you can do, I suppose you can do whatever you want, but yeah, so they're going through all of that, guys, all the different options. So example 2, instruction, right? Example 1, instruction. Of course, if you're just leaving it flat on top, you would just leave it flat on top. So lots of instruction, no worries, they have you there. Die Press does really, really nice instructions. So you have your dies, you have all the different little lures and things. Most of them, I would say all of them, have dies for them. The pieces that help you make it 3D, this little plaque, you know, the handle for like the tackle box if you want to use that kind of thing. You have sentiments like gone fishing, happy birthday, dad, grandpa, you know, happy Father's Day, happy retirement, fishing, you a very, and then, you know, happy retirement or whatever. You're so fly, so lots of punny things on there. Again, the lures and all those different items. You have some patina or something if you want to use that. You have the handles, the plaque, you know, or label there. I love this big fish here, husband and step, awesome, retired. I mean, there's just for everything. There's hooks, really cute, and all the items to help you cut those things out. I think the only thing I noticed is that you can't cut out is the big fish, I want to say. Everything else looks like it pretty much has something to cut. And then it has the marquee cutting folder if you have your marquee. And it comes with the new adhesive so you can try it out. And if you want refills of these sticky sheets, they have them in different sizes on mydiamondpress.com. These aren't HSN, but refills for this you can find on mydiamondpress.com. So I'll have that info in the description box along with a 10% discount code. Again, for mydiamondpress.com. Okay, HSN is entirely a different animal there. So what I am going to do is grab some paper and, you know, decide what it is that I want to do to play up our card today, and I will be right back. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is on the top of my card make it look like it's just a tackle box, like the top of it. So I'm not going to put the inserts or any of those things. And so then when you open it up, the rest of the tackle box stuff is in here. So something like this, but also like this. So I hope that makes sense. So this is A2. What I think I'm gonna do is cut this one time, probably 2 or 3 times, 3 times out of some red paper, sort of like a red tackle box, I don't know. So, and then we'll do some little patinaing to it and all that kind of fun stuff with like the stamps. So I'm gonna cut this out 3 times, and then for the inside one, I wanna see what we're supposed to do. Okay. Let me just have that part done, and then we'll talk about the tray options, because I think what I'll need is like a black background or something, or maybe this will be black on the red. So yeah, let's do that. So I still need 3 of these, and then 1 of these in red. Okay, 3 of those, 1 of these. I'll be right back. So you can imagine, this is my card base, and actually I'm going to go ahead and stick that down. This is a background I made the other day. So A2 size, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and this is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And so I'm not making, you know, the card itself, just the whole tackle box. What I'm going to do is put this on here, and it looks pretty cool. And then I'm going to put the tackle box top on the outside, just like this, and then we'll create a pop-up inside. Okay, so we're gonna have like one on top like this, and then we're gonna do the handle and all that, I suppose. Possibly. I think we need to do it. And on the inside I was just gonna have this again, right, with the trays. So I have that, and this. And so I think with the black paper I'll accent it with like some of these little tray spaces, right? So I just have some pieces of black paper here. So for this one, let's make sure everything is supposed to be the back side where it has like hinges, I suppose. I'm just going to make one little tray of these guys. I suppose you can mix and match the trays however you want. But for, okay, I'm just looking at the images and seeing how it would like. So for this one, I'm going to use this one that has the 2 little spots. And of course you're going to tape that down before you run it through, because you do not want one die going over the other. I'm just trying to line that up. So I run that through, and then I'm going to do another one in black. So it's just like a black insert on the tray. That's kind of how I'm looking at it with this guy. Again, the little hinges towards the back. That doesn't matter on this one really so much as this one, because this one you need to put the tray in the right spot. Or you can also use both trays, or you know, whatever it is that you want, however you want it to look. I'll tape that down and run that through. So I'll have this guy and that guy for the inside of my tackle box, and we'll go from there. I'll be right back. Put some of these things to the side for just a moment so we can kind of focus on some of these things. I'll put those to the side in just a minute. So we have this. I just want this part. Cute. So what I'll do is I'll take some of these guys, move this out of the way. What's going to be our tray and things. I think with these you can just go ahead and stick them down now. I don't think there's anything. Yeah, apply adhesive backside of tray, you know, however you want, and then we're going to fill them in, so that part can be done right now just to have those pieces together. So of course right side to right side, and just going to stick these guys down. Now I could do some of that stamping to make it look more rustic in here, but we're going to be placing little things in there, maybe some stamping, so I'm not going to be too concerned with that. I will use like the little patina stamping on the one that's going to be on the top, like outside. So we have this guy, for the most part, it's lined up, and then this one, and what a cute way to present a gift card too. I think that'd be really cute. I would say even have an empty tackle box with a gift card, you know, to like a pro shop or something, and time to refill, you know. Okay, so we have that. And that guy's gonna be there. That's very cute. And then this guy will be on the top, just because why not, right? To bring that inside. And then this guy's gonna be on the outside. We're gonna need a handle and all that. And to be honest, I would love to airbrush this with like some black ink, but I'll do stamping. So let me clean up a little bit, and then we'll go to start doing some of the other steps. So for this top part, I'm going to take that little kind of speckled stamp and just do a little distressing. I suppose you can take and stamp, you know, the other portions. I just stuff them in here if you would like. But I'm going to take this guy, and then we're going to do our handle, and so we'll have the front done, and then we'll do all the lures and fun things for the inside. I'm just going to take this. It's not perfectly on here because it doesn't quite matter that much. Let's get some ink going. And of course get on my thumb here, and I'm just going to stamp around just so it looks a little kind of something like that. Doesn't have to be a lot, just a little something, right? Like I said, we can do this one, maybe this top one, since it's just kind of there, the inside, just a little bit less and a little bit there. There we go. That's good for me for right now. I'm going to clean this up. I'll be right back. Just clean that up, put that back, but let's get this over here. For the handle, to make it even easier, I'm just going to start off with gray paper. I have a textured side, but I'll use this side. This is just a scrap of paper that I have. And I'm just going to stamp the handle. So where is that? Right here. And that way it's just done. I'm not going to do really any coloring. I mean, maybe I can accent it with a little bit of like gray or black alcohol ink. But it looks like this part of the handle colors in anyway. So I'm just going to take that, just pop that down. And so I'm not even going to color that. We're just going to cut it out. Cute. And I just made sure it really soaked in because I was just going right from, you know, stamping freehand basically. Let me let that dry up. Let me see if there's anything else. You know, I can do a little plaque like Gone Fishing. I think that's really cute. But I don't have to do that right now. So I'm going to let that dry for a second and then come in with the die so we have that ready to go. Right there. Tape that down, run it through, and I'll be right back. Alright. Look at that. Have that going. Again, I can pop this up here and then just, you know, when I go to do my, maybe put a little plaque on there or however. So then the little handle, I'm trying to put this as far back as I need so that this looks, it'll accommodate that. I think right to the edge. That'd be cute. Okay. And I'm just going to stick that down flat for now. Again, kind of eyeballing about how far back this should be, about there. I want the handle to be right at the edge. I think that's cute. And should we pop this up? Okay, let's do dimensionals on that. So let me put some dimensionals on this guy. Make it extra cute. And sometimes I like to put dimensionals and just glue, so maybe I would have just put glue on this part and then dimensionals here so it's up, but then also just having some different height, you know. So we have this guy, and we'll put this guy like right here, right to the edge. Okay, and then we'll come in and decorate with a little plaque or whatever we might want to put on the outside. So now we're going to focus on this inside part. We're going to play with that in just a minute. What we need is our lures and whatever we're going to do in here. So I'm just going to put that to the side for a moment. And I just have a little scrap of paper that is alcohol ink marker paper, and I like to use it up as much as I can, so I just have this piece that I just used recently. I'll go ahead and just take that same Midnight ink. Unless, if you want to color these in with watercolor or your water-based markers or your watercolors, which would be really great, it'll look really cute. You want to use ink that's going to let you do that, not, you know, start migrating once you start using it. But anyhow, yeah, so I'm just gonna come in here and just take a smaller thing and just start stamping away. I'm assuming that the die is gonna be pretty close to the edge of these guys, so I'm just going to stamp and give it a little bit of room before I stamp the next one and the next one. Put these to the side. And I'm just gonna stamp a few of these guys to fill in our little tray. Maybe there's a couple of the same kind, like there and there. The other one's a little bit bigger. There's like little hooks in here also. Let me see something. Yep, there's dies for the hooks too, so let me do a couple of hooks. Those will just not color them, so it's great to just have a few of those guys, like there, and there, and there. So maybe a few hooks. And what are these the kind that bob around? I don't know. Or weights, maybe it's a weight, I don't know. I'm going to pretend I know anything about fishing. I'm just pretty much grabbing whatever was here, but there's, you know, these other guys, maybe a bigger one. Oh, this big guy. This is cute. So let me think if that's enough, because I'll probably stamp something in one of the spots, and then we have a couple of hooks here. Yeah, you just want to fill it in. I mean, I probably could have stamped this one, well, black is fine, but in red or something. So we have that guy, and maybe one more. Let me see if there's one more thing that might fit. Oh, they have little hooks that are like a little bit different, like double, and I'm sure maybe there's some kind of weight, I don't know. Alright, so I'm just going to let those set up, and then we'll color them in, because I'll just be right back. I suppose I was cleaning up. I didn't even put the lid on my ink. Okay. So, you know, I'm just going to come in here. with this guy, I don't know if the top should be or the bottom or however. It looks the same to me. So I'm just going to go with one side and just color it a little bit red. Leaving one side white. Maybe take a little gray. Color in like this part. Same thing with this one. It looks to me like that might be a weight. So just a little dark gray and then come through and finish it off with the light gray. Ooh, maybe do this guy like a little bit of greenish color, something cute. Blue, I don't know. Let's see, what do we have? I'm just grabbing inks from the very first iteration of markers that Diamond Press ever put out. Maybe something like that. Then maybe with a little bit of gray. I don't know. Cute. Okay. So again, just adding a little color to these guys. Maybe a little more red on this one. I don't know, these are supposed to be like feathers. Are they fun? I thought they were like colored fun, like in fun ways. Maybe I'm not correct on that one. Let me just that to there, and maybe a little bit of orange. I'm just grabbing colors that I had next to me from, actually this is coral color. Another one like that here. Just fun, and then maybe some gray on this one. Okay, something like that. I think we're good. Maybe a little color on that. And then if this is some kind of weight also, I don't know. We'll just do that. Okay. So what I'm going to do with these guys, you know, like add a little something, there we go, is for each one, if it's difficult to see where I'm cutting it, like this might be okay, but if it's not, you know, I can pretty much see there pretty well. I'll just make myself a little guiding window, a little aperture, okay? So I'm probably going to run these things through as many as I can at once. So if I can get that one going, if I can get this one on there, that looks pretty good. You know, the one that goes with this guy looks like it would be this one. Looks like it fits pretty well. So I can see the edges of the ink line there, so I can pretty much have a good idea that that's going to cut where I want. So that's good. So I'll do that with these guys. Like I said, run as many through that'll fit. We have this one where you're going to see the top of the fly, maybe not everything. I'm trying to see about where I would want that to be. Of course, it does have its own little hook. Okay, so let's do an aperture for this one. So I'll come back and show you what that looks like. I'll be right back. Cute, look at these little guys. Cute. So again, I can eyeball that one pretty well, you know, and get that cut out. But for this other one, like I said, it was a little more difficult. So let's grab a scrap of paper. Oh, actually that gray might work, but that's okay. Let's just grab, we'll get this guy going. What you're going to want to do is just put a piece of washi or some kind of whatever you like to use for your die cutting that's going to hold that on an area that's easy to flap up. So I think that's the best area. I'm just going to run this scrap through. And if I was drop shadowing, I would definitely drop shadow with the color I want to drop shadow with, but if not, just get rid of that. And you're going to just flap this open, do not remove it, okay? Just open it up so you can see where you're at. And you can kind of line up and see exactly where you're going to cut. There's a good amount of space around that, and that actually makes it very easy. So if I had eyeballed it, I probably would have eyeballed it pretty well. But for now, we're going to do that. Put your tape so it doesn't move. And again, run through as many as you can at once so you get them done pretty well there. And I'll probably do the same thing for the hook if I feel like the hook is difficult to see through to it. So we have this guy cut, and then we have this guy. And I mean, that is right on. Okay, so you can make yourself a little window if you need it. I will be back. Okay, so I just popped up the last one being a hook that I did need to make a little aperture for to line that up better. Okay, so let me put that here and here. And let's get rid of any of my little guys. Okay, so we can bring this over And like I said, I might stamp something in here, so maybe let's that's funny. May all your fishes come true. Let's do that. So let's get that guy going. And I'll just do it in black ink also. I'm just going to stamp it right here. And I'm doing it freehand on paper that is textured, so, you know. Let's see. Pretty good. So I just kind of, when I'm doing it freehand, I just leave it there an extra long time to really make sure that that ink is soaking in, right? And, you know, since this is going to pop up, I don't know that it should have dimension. Like maybe up here, if you want to pop something in that's a little bit up and then lower, you know, that might be okay. But at the bottom, I don't know. I don't want anything to interfere with that. So let me show you what I mean. I do like if I put this up here and then put just regular glue at the bottom, and this guy can kind of be in here like that. So it has some dimension, right? So we're just going to deck out our little spots here. So with these guys, maybe I'm putting some hooks, just like in here. Maybe there's a hook, a random hook over here, you know. I'm sure they get all over the place. And maybe there's another one back in here. This is so cute, you guys. Oh my gosh. Maybe this guy's also just flat. Thrown in there. Maybe this little cutie pie. Let's do it like that. It's over here. So cute. Oh my gosh. Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to think of what I want to put. Maybe another dimensional behind this guy. Hopefully that doesn't get in the way of anything. Like I said, I haven't looked far enough ahead to know if there's dimension, if it gets in the way of... I'm assuming down in here it might, right? Because this part is going to do its thing. So here's some of our little weights. Again, I need to hold that guy down. So I'll just finish adding these on with glue just here and there, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we have all these cute things. We have the front, kind of like example 3, and then we're doing example 2. So example 1 is if you're making the little box on the top of your card. So we're basically doing the 2 pop-up. So it says pages 4 to 6, which I've already done these portions. We did our cutie stuff here, and now we need these guys. So you need 2 of the top tray support and 2 of the bottom tray support is what it looks like. It does say you want 4 of these backgrounds. You know, I did something a little bit different, so hopefully that still works out. Some of these things, kind of like what we did, you know, working it out. So 2 and 2, I'll go ahead and cut those, and I will cut them from black paper because I have plenty of it here still. And so let's bring this guy back. So 2 of each of these. 2 of this and 2 of this, okay? And I'll run those through and I will be right back. Okay, so we are on this part. We've already done our decoration, and then we're going to do this part. So just keep that to the side. They're saying to go ahead and just kind of make a little box out of these. If you're familiar with some of the other pop-ups that Dime Press has done, it's very similar. You're making like a little box, right? So on both of these, so just score them. And what they're showing you here, why it's flat, is they're just showing that if you put glue here and you lay it flat, you can meet those up, right? Instead of having like a box shape in your hand that you then put together. So just, you know, it's gonna be flat and that's fine, but don't glue them together. That's the only danger there, but basically you're just making a little box like that. And I'll work it both ways just in case, but that's all we're doing. So for this one, same thing, they're just showing you that you can lay it flat, so it's just easier to like put that and then put this end down, right? So we can do that for a little bit, but just make sure you're not gluing them completely shut. Okay, and again, I give it a zhuzh in the other direction, because that's just what I do, okay? And I'll do the same thing with the other 2. Okay, so that was example 2, part 3, right? Just putting our little boxes together. Now we're continuing to part 4. They're showing the ones that have the longer area. You have 2 sets of boxes. These are kind of short, and then these have longer areas. So what they're showing you is to kind of fold one flat. Well, both of them, it doesn't matter, just doing that. So you have a top section that's kind of long and a small section, right? And you are going to bring over your, let's see, it says apply adhesive to long sections of bottom tray pop-up supports shown in blue. Align and adhere supports on both the ridges of bottom tray background. So for me, I wasn't going to have a bottom tray. That means this guy, remember I told you it said to cut 4 of them or however, and I wasn't going to put one here. So I don't know if I'm going to put one there even now. I guess I will, just so that it's the same. So I'll cut another one just like this and patina it just like this, just so that you guys will see how they're recommending to do it. Okay, so even though I would do something different because I wasn't planning on having a bottom tray, we're still going to do it. So we have this guy, so the bottom tray background, and then they want you to bring in these guys, right? And you're putting glue on the long portion of this. So long portion. And I'm just looking at the picture, so long portion, and then you're going to add that here. So if I turn this over, yeah, so long portion, sorry, I just want to make sure the bottom part is this short part. When you turn it over, it's going to be short and then long, and that's what it looks like in the picture, right? So they're saying just to pop that in here, right to the end of those little areas. And we'll do the same thing over here. Sorry for this rough edit. I could like cry right now. Full disclosure, I just did a whole live video talking about the HSN Craft Day, and I showed you guys my card. I could actually show it to you right now because I have it here. But I went to edit, and a whole chunk is missing. It's basically where I go to put the trays together. So I am sorry. I'm not going to recreate the whole thing like, you know, have these pieces with the little black tray and my cute little lures and everything. So we're just going to splice this piece in. I was just talking about putting these guys on, our squares. So I am so sorry. I do not know what happened. Like, it's at least 4 or 5 sections, the way I do things. You know how I pause and start and pause and stuff like that. So I don't know. I have no idea. But they're not there, and I looked over every single clip, and I'm like, I have no idea what happened. So we're just going to redo it. But I'm not going to redo it again like from scratch. So this is what I was going to use as my tray. You guys remember we had a cute little tray with black edgings. Actually, let me grab the card. Okay, I don't want to spoil anything, but basically this is our little tray, this one. Okay, so I just wrote tray on it, just so that this is different from our base piece, because we want to keep that different. And then of course this is the smaller tray, so I don't have to differentiate these guys, but it's the smaller tray. It's going to look like this. I don't want to show you too much. Don't spoil it yet. So there we go. So I'm going to put these to the side, and I was just discussing, I can't believe it, popping these guys on. So it's the ones that are more elongated. Right, and then we have these 2 little ones that are like squares. Okay, so we're first going to use these guys. This with the right side facing us. If you want to patina it and make it cute, you know, go ahead. But this is the right side facing up because we're going to place this into our card just like that. So here we go. With these guys, all you're going to do is pick a side. You're going to put glue on one of the long edges. And only the long edge. So like, let's say this long edge. I'm telling you, this was so easy. Oh, I'm so sad. Okay, so keep it folded like that. So we have the small tab, you have the longer side with the glue. When you turn it over, you're gonna have a small edge at the top, small square, long square. And that's what they're showing you here in this picture. Here they're basically saying to flip it. But when you look at it, you have the score line there. So small score line and then the longer edge, right? So glue on that top part. I just wanna make it very clear. So we're gonna hold that down. And we're going to do the same thing with the second one. Just, again, just find the long side. Doesn't matter. Squish it so that this shorter tab is up here. And then this guy. So this is our base one. And I am so sorry. Oh my gosh, you guys. I was close to tears because it was such a good video. Like everything was just like boom, boom, boom. Anyway, all right. So there we have that. So now they're showing you in step 5 is to put glue only on the long tabs again. So you're not putting any glue on these little short tab areas. You're going to bring over your tray. This is a tray that's cute. It had our little lures and everything. It's upside down, but we want the tabs obviously facing the same area. And you're putting the tabs so that they're the edge of the long area where you put the glue. Oh, I see I'm recording. Okay, I was like, maybe it just didn't record, but now I'm looking at the words. It says record. Oh my gosh, you guys. What a bummer. Okay. And this is just cute because all you're doing is layering and layering. So now we're going to go with these guys. These are exactly the same. So just fold it flat and put glue on one of the tabs, of course, in the top area. Turn it over and place that right here. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this. I figure since I'm doing this, I can probably use it again. So I'm just going to put that to the side. Okay. So your glue, again, same thing with this one. Just pick a little side, but only put the glue at the top tab. Turn it over. I'm gonna glue that on. And this is literally where I was when I noticed, like, you know, my editing, that we need to do some more. So now bring over your tray. And this is the little top tray all decked out. You're going to put glue only at the bottom part of this glue tab, right? Not up here, because this is going to stick to your card when you put it into your card. Actually, it's going to stick to the top of your little tray. This bottom one, that represents like the bottom of your tackle box, so the top of the tackle box. But we'll talk about that in just a minute. It's literally in the next clip. So now we're going to take this guy. Again, no glue there, but you're going to put glue here. And that takes you to step 7 and then into step 8. I don't want to misspeak, especially now. So we're here at the step 8, and what's going to happen is you need one more of the full piece, right? So initially, if you guys recall, I said I'm making 3 pieces. They did say, do you need 4? And I was like, well, I don't know if I'm going to put a top inside of the card, but that's what I did. So this one right here is the 4th piece. You need 1, 2, 3, 4 if you're doing it the way I'm doing. So right now I'm going to cut a 4th piece. Again, just a 4th one of these guys, and patina it, and, you know, go ahead and cut it out. Do the little speckling like this on it. And when we come back, we're back to our original video. So it's going to have the decoration on the trays, and I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened, but it's really easy. So I'll be right back, ready to go. Guys, so I made another one. Now they're telling you on this one to flip it over, so at the back, because we're going to glue the back to the top of this, or however. So you want the nice side, or the side that you want facing down here. So when it opens up, you're seeing that part, right? So the back side of this. And now they're saying to put glue on both of these tabs. So here and here, here and here. I know it's a little scary, but that's what they're showing you. Okay, and then we're putting this guy, the nice side facing down, tabs on top of the whole thing. So just right up to here. What that looks like. And you know, we say a little prayer, but there you go. Align and adhere supports on both ridges of bottom tray background, see? And that was page 5. And we're continuing on page 6, step 9. We'll do that in just a second. But basically, sometimes I like to go ahead and move on because I want this to stick, and also to see if I am doing it correctly. But if you give it a little zhuzh, you're going to see that you're almost there. You see that? And I love that this is open, because when you put this in your card, again, when you're doing pop-ups, if this is just a folded card or folded piece that goes into this, it's never going to open flat. And I mean, it will if it'll tear. And that's one of my pet peeves. So I love that Diamond Press does it this way. So they're just saying to put glue all in here, guys. I mean, you know, I'm just doing it the way I normally would, around the very edges, and maybe some like this, right? We don't want that to tear later. To bring it, put it inside your card, right? And close your card. So I'm just actually going to put some weight on this just to make sure this is holding on, because after it holds on, it's going to hold on in a second because I'm using Nuvo, but it'll open up like this. See, the whole thing wants to come up. Then we're going to put glue on the whole back of this portion, not this one, middle one, but this large one, and then close it. And then when you open it, it's going to open to your tray. Isn't that cute? Okay, so I'm just going to keep that closed though for now, because we need that to hold. I'll be right back. I've been holding that for a minute, but I'm going to open this up, and then now we're going to put glue on just that back tray, okay? Don't get it onto this middle section, because you need that to move. And so then when we close it, it's just going to lay gently where it needs to be, and it knows what's up, you know. The reason I'm holding this is, again, we put glue in those tabs, and I really want those tabs to really touch and hold on, but you can already see what's going to happen here when you open it. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is too cute. And I would recommend, actually, when it's still a little bit wet, go ahead and open it and make sure everything is working, you know. Look at that. Oh my gosh. How cute. If you want to put handles inside of here, I mean, that's up to you. If you feel like that finishes your design, I would have put the handle behind this. You know what I'm saying? So it's facing up, it just looks like there's another handle, but usually it's just the one handle, right, that lifts up. So anyway, Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna leave a little weight on top of that, and what I mean by that is like literally put like my machine on top of this just to hold it down and make sure everything stays, and I'll be back. Well, that is kind of setting up. How about we make a little topper bit like I was saying for the outside, and I did say may our wishes come true, so maybe happy birthday. And then, you know, you have brother or whatever. I mean, if you want to make it more personalized that way, there's lots of husband, retired, awesome, all these things. But basically, I want that to be stamped inside of this. So let me grab, oh my goodness, this white? Oh, it is, good, okay. So let's stamp this in like a yellow kind of gold color. And then maybe the wording just in black, why not? So let's do this part first, and I'm just doing this freehand, so you know, wish me luck. Let's see. Let that soak in. Nice, looking good. Okay, and then I'm also going to freehand this part because I too like to live dangerously. So again, I'm just kind of eyeballing that. Happy birthday right in there. Cute. Okay. And then I'll just take the die that cuts that guy out and cut it out. So I'll be right back, guys. So I'll take that and I'll probably put some dimensionals on this little guy. Perfect. And then we'll test it out and you'll see how cute this is. Honestly, this is super adorable. I cannot believe how cute this is. I wonder if you can fashion it to look like a caboodle, like a cosmetic box. Wouldn't that be cute? Obviously, I know I have auto ships of like cute cosmetic type things that you can just pop in there instead of the fishing items. I mean, how cute is that? Honestly, I think that'll work really well. So, you know, I'll just place it like this. So we have happy birthday and moment of truth. Oh my goodness, you guys, that is so cute. May all your fishes come true. Seriously though, can you imagine doing this like a pink or something cute or gold, like whatever, right? Very girly, and then just putting in like your little die cuts of like lipsticks and lip glosses and mascara. I know I have all those things, little scissors. I mean, how cute would that be? Anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. I cannot believe how this is adorable. Oh my gosh. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much, Diane Press, for sending these items for review. I had such fun working with everything, you guys. If you have any questions, please leave them there. The links will be in the description box, again, possibly in this little shopping bag down here. And I will see you all at the next one. Bye now.